Definition of developmental biology. Developmental biology is a branch of biology that studies how living organisms grow and develop. This part examines the entire developmental process, starting for a single fertilized cell and continuing until it becomes a fully formed functional organism. In developmental biology, we learn how cells divide, how they differentiate into various tissues, how organs are formed, and how genetic and environmental factors influence an organism's development. Few of key figures in developmental biology. The developmental of this field was shaped by the ideas of several key figures. The first is Aristotle, who lived in the 4th century before Messiah. He proposed the concept of epigenesis, which states that development occurs gradually rather than all at once.
Hello guys, I'm going to explain about the female reproduction. So the function of female reproduction is to reproduce eggs, implantation, and fetal development. Female reproduction it's have external and internal organs too. The internal system it consists number one vagina. Vagina is to produce hormone and eggs. Number two there is fallopian tube. Fallopian tube is site of fertilization and a pathway to the uterus. Number three is uterus. Uterus is site of implantation. Number four it's cervix. Cervix is a connection to uterus and vagina. Number 5 is vagina. Vagina is birth canal and copulatory canal. There's also menstruation cycle and hormone release in female body. In day 1 until day 5, it's where the menstruation happen. The menstruation happen because the eggs is not fertilization by the sperm. In day 5 until day 14, it's where FSH is make the eggs mature. In day 14, LH is ready to fertilization release the eggs. In day 14 until 28 is where the passerogen is ready to fertilization the eggs.
Hello everyone, in this video I will explain some important concepts in human reproduction. First is copulation is the process when the penis enters the vagina to deliver sperm in so it can meet with the egg, especially near the ovulation time. The sperm travels from the vagina to cervix, uterus and then to fallopian tube. So only one sperm can fertilize the egg and from a zygote. The success of fertilization depends on the timing close to evolution, good sperm quality, healthy reproductive organs, balanced vaginal pH, and cervical mucus that helps sperm move.
Hello guys, today I will discuss two main types of contraception methods, namely hormonal and non-hormonal. First, let's look at hormonal contraception. This method works by using synthetic hormone, namely estrogen and progesterone, to manipulate the female reproductive cycle. There are three ways it works. The first is preventing the release of eggs or ovulation. The second is thickening the cervical mucus to make it difficult for sperm to enter. And the last is dining the uretrine wall so that the embryos have difficult attacking. Example of this method including birth control pills taken daily, birth control injection administered every 1 or 3 months, and implant or root inserted under the skin of the arms. Second, there is non-hormonal contraception. Unlike the first type, this method works physically or chemically without disturbing the body hormonal balance. The methods can be physical barriers to prevent sperms and egg from meeting, or creating a chemical environment that kills sperms or spermicide. The most common example is condom, which also helps prevent sexually transmitted injection or STIs. Additionally, there is the copper IUD or copper T, where copper ion acts as spermicide as well as permanent methods, such as sterilization or vasectomy or tubal ligation.
Lastly, we discuss the sexual transmitted diseases. STDs spread through unsafe sexual contact. Examples are gonorrhea, which causes pain when urinating and pus discharge. And the second is syphilis, which starts with painless sores but can damage our organs. And the third is genital warts caused by HPV that may lead to cervical cancer. And the last is AIDS, caused by HIV virus, which weakens the immune system and can be fatal to us. So, in conclusion, reproduction is a complex biological process and reproductive health must be protected. Avoid risky sexual behavior, recognize the symptoms, and practice prevention early.